Hey guys, my name is Lucas and today we're gonna talk about why your life does not end when bad things happen. So we've all had these situations where our world just seemed to crumble down and to end. And that may be true for some situations. If you lose your job, you cannot go back to that job. So of course your world will change in a bad situation. But that does not mean that your world will end. If you lose your job, if you end your relationship, if you get divorced, if something just horrible happens to you, it is not the end of the world. Even if you did not accomplish your dream, that doesn't mean your world will end. That being said, you can still have a fantastic and incredible life if you choose to have one. It is just that you're going to have one in a different way than you originally thought. Let's say you lost your job and your money runs out and you have to take a different job that you didn't like as much, or if you did not want to take up at first. That doesn't mean your life is suddenly horrible. It just means you're going to have a different experience than you thought you were. Just because one path that you could have taken is now blocked or cut off does not mean you cannot get to the same goal or that you will be unhappy. So let's just imagine this network. You start at the bottom and every choice in your life leads you to a different path. In the end, there's going to be a million opportunities for you. And if half of them are negative, that means half of the situations have to be positive. So when one of those paths gets blocked because you lost your job or because your partner broke up with you or you get divorced, it doesn't mean that you can't still be happy. There's going to be a million other possibilities, a million other opportunities for you to be happy in your life, for you to have a fantastic, incredible life. But you have to look for those other paths. And maybe when this path broke down, you had to take this path. But that doesn't mean that this path is going to be shitty. It just means it's going to be a different experience. You are going to make that experience whatever you want it. You can change this experience from a really positive one to a really shitty one if you let it get yourself down. Or you can change this really shitty situation to a fantastic, incredible situation if you so choose. But just because you're in a bad situation or you have some horrible event that just happened does not mean your life will end. Your world may seem to just crumble down, to break apart, and that everything is just horrible and you think your entire world will end. But that's not the case. Your world does not end there, it just shifts. One situation does not determine your entire life, no matter how big it is. What matters is how you take that situation. Are you going to view it as an opportunity for a new experience, for a better experience, or are you going to view it as the end of that road? If you view it as an opportunity to get a new way around, then it will not be the end. It is all up to you to decide what you're going to do with that. The negative situations happen all the time. Every one of us will experience some horrible moments in our lives. Life cannot always be fantastic. But we can choose how we react to those situations and how we change the situations to make our lives amazing. But think of the network again. Think of all the possibilities that you have. Think of all the paths you could have taken in your past. Think of all the options, the opportunities that still await you. And then think about it rationally. How many options do you still have to live a fantastic, incredible life? There's so many possibilities for you to live that fantastic life. And all you have to do is find them. They're out there, I guarantee it. And that bad situation may be blocked off that specific way to that goal. But there are other paths to get to that goal if you still want it. And there's other opportunities with different goals that will make you happy or even happier than the one you are on. Just because one bad thing happens in your life, no matter how horrible that thing is, does not mean your life will end there. It does not mean that you cannot be happy in life. All it means is that you're going to experience something you never thought you would. But that's life anyway. We can't plan out everything, and some things just can't be controlled. But we can control what way we walk, which paths we look for, and which ones we want to take. You can control whether you want to have a shitty life or an amazing life. All you have to do is change your attitude about it and look for those amazing paths that still await you. Look for those experiences that will lead you to that fantastic life, that will lead you to that incredible, happy, exciting life. Just because you can't go the way you thought you could does not mean that all happiness paths are blocked. It just means one might be blocked, and that's not even certain. But it doesn't mean you're going to end up in the negative side of things. You can still be in a positive, happy, excited side and live that happy, exciting, fantastic life you always wanted. No matter how bad things will get, no matter how shitty the situation will turn, you still have a million other opportunities for a happy, amazing life. Keep that in mind when you're at your worst. Keep that in mind when the situation just turns to shit, when you think your world will be torn apart. Because your world will shift. There will be a change, but it does not have to mean a negative shift. It's all what you make it and what you decide you want to get out of it. So make it a fantastic change. View it as an opportunity to get something new, to have a new experience. Because your life is unique. You live that specific experience that no one else can live. And you have the opportunity to make your life fantastic, to make it amazing, and to be one of the happiest people alive.